Hey, what's going on, everybody? JC here today from Fittest Gamers, and today I have a great video for you all pertaining to AEW's video game, AEW Fight Forever. So first and foremost, shout out to Felix, Upton of RingSideNews.com for giving us this great article. So what this video is going to be about is me talking about the possible release date and some key facts as to why the release date is near, and thanks to this article, I have those facts. So something was stated in this article by Felix Upton that he quoted Ziddy. Ziddy is the THQ Nordic's Global Senior Community Manager. Ziddy stated that the game is in good condition, but is not ready for release just yet. But that does not mean that it's not ready for promotional material to be pushed out. So that means the game is ready to have promotional material put out and give us commercials, give us more gameplay videos, more of a taste of the game, also promoting its possible release date. So this is to come soon. I think we're going to get this in Double or Nothing weekend. Something else that's excellent news that we have here is that Insider Gaming also reported that the game is ready from a development point of view. So the game is ready to go. There are going to be some bugs and some glitches, and that's going to be fixed with updates in the future, just like how WWE 2K23 is doing it. But the game is more than likely ready to go from a development standpoint. That means that technically we could play this the day of tomorrow. Now, what do I think is going to happen is, in Double or Nothing, there's going to be a release date, possibly with a commercial tied into it. Secondly, I think the release date is going to be anywhere from August to September. AEW All In is possibly the biggest wrestling pay-per-view AEW has ever done, and it's also biggest wrestling pay-per-view in wrestling generally because of Wembley Stadium being so iconic and how many people they sit there. They could pack that out. That's next level for AEW. So I think it makes perfect sense to release the video game during All In time, kind of like how WWE released the game during WrestleMania season when it's peaking. You should peak it when your company is peaking. AEW's WrestleMania, to me, is All In at least. And I feel that that's the time they have to release the game. And also THQ in the past, they have released games in August and September. WrestleMania 18, I believe, WrestleMania 19. These are games that were released during that time frame. So I think the release date is a lot nearer than we can expect. I was absolutely right about the WWE 2K23 release date, and I was clowned for it. In the comment section and other videos, the comments aren't there anymore. People said that I'm nuts for saying the game's going to come out this year, and I'm nuts for saying it's going to come out in March. But guess what? It did come out in March. Now, AEW has a chance to release their game during their WrestleMania time, All-In season. I think it's a high chance it's going to happen, and I think in Double or Nothing we're going to get a reveal. It's going to attract more eyes. Even non-wrestling, even non-AEW fans are going to want to see it because now there's 2 wrestling games to choose from. We haven't had this variety in years, maybe even a decade, because the TNA game doesn't really count for me. We haven't had this since the 90s. So this is groundbreaking to finally have 2 top-notch games that you could choose from, 2 top-notch wrestling games you could choose from, and they're polar opposites because the AEW game plays a lot different than the WWE game, where the WWE game is a simulation. It's more realistic. The AEW game is still more realistic, but it has that video game feel to it, and sometimes us wrestling fans, we kind of want that. I mean, gamers, we want a variety. We want 2 different choices. The fun one, the realistic one, and they're both fun nonetheless. But my point is, I do think this game is releasing sometime in August. I have high hopes for an August release, and that's what I'm saying in this video. That's why the title, it is what it is. That's what I wholeheartedly believe. I gave you all the facts based on what Insider Gaming said, and of course Ziddy, the THQ, the Global Community Manager, I believe. So yeah, that Felix Upton with this great article is going to be in the description of this video. I believe I said that earlier. So yeah, I mean, sky's the limit right now. Tons of things we could hope for. What do you all think? You in the comment section, I want you to tell me, oh, the game's going to come out in this time. I want to hear what you all think. If you agree with me, thumbs up, all right? Thumbs up to me or say I agree with you. And if you don't, give me a logical standpoint of when you think it's going to release. From a business standpoint, I think releasing it during All In is going to increase their revenue. The game is going to sell great copies, I would say. The pay-per-view is in Wembley Stadium. It's going to catch the world by storm. If they packed out Wembley Stadium, it's going to just release sound waves in the wrestling world because many believe they're not going to be able to pack it out. They're not going to be able to sell it out. And guess what? If they do, that's huge. Absolutely huge and groundbreaking. So I, for one, do think the release is August 27th, give or take. That's when the pay-per-view is. So I will say slightly before. It could be the week of. It could be the week before. It could be 2 weeks before. WWE 2K23 released about 2 to 3 weeks before WrestleMania. So I would say it makes sense. And last year, I did a video breaking down facts of it. WWE 2K22, it broke records with how much it sold. It was WrestleMania season. Everybody, a WWE game hadn't had a game in a while. Everybody wanted a piece of it. Everybody watches WrestleMania. Everybody watches when it's a big event. All In is self-proclaimed a big event. Not even self-proclaimed. It's proclaimed to be a big event. And if that main event does happen, where it's the Elite versus FTR and CM Punk, that's going to release sound waves in the media world. Because CM Punk is back now. Every time he's back, it's headlines. So I do think we're going to get a possible release date in August. I do think we're going to get the announcement in Double or Nothing. I think it fits perfectly. All Double or Nothing, we're going to see like things, but like, oh, Double or Nothing, stay tuned. Gameplay reveal of AEW Fight Forever. A new trailer, AEW Fight Forever. A release date, AEW Fight Forever. Like, there's going to be something tied into it. That's going to intrigue people to watch even more. It could be the smallest thing. The smallest thing could draw 1,000 more eyes. Not even more than thousands. Hundreds of thousands more eyes. They say that the pay-per-view is going to be a release day info. You know how many more buys it's going to get? You know how many people are going to just watch it because they want to see that release date info? Finally, we have a competitor to WWE, not just in the wrestling ring, but in the gaming realm. So I think it's absolute huge news. Great news that we have with all of this being said. I wasn't going to touch base on it today, and I always do my research like, oh, let me see if there's any news for AEW game, AEW game, AEW game. The promotional stuff, I've seen that for a while that it was ready to go. I did not know the development part of it was ready to go. That right there alarms me, or not even alarms me, it alerts me to know, hey, we're actually going to get this game. We are actually going to get this, and it's going to happen this year. For sure, it happens in 2023, but I highly do think it's going to be in the summertime. And if it's not in the summertime, then I think we're going to get it in November, like that Black Friday time before Christmas. Excellent time because everyone's going to get that game for Christmas. So either way, it works out for them. They're just doing it from a business standpoint. So my overall take, August to September is when I wholeheartedly believe we're going to get a release date. So once again, let me know what you think. I provided you with this information. There are tons of articles out there. You could just Google AEW video game and read through all of them. And you're going to see they all say the same exact thing. So that leads me to assume this is happening a lot sooner than expected. So I do think Double or Nothing, we're going to get it. That's my take. I'm probably going to do more gameplay videos with WWE 2K23. All these characters you see here in this video being portrayed to you, these are obviously community creations. All I did was put the hashtags AEW. I had the superstar tab selected, and I went to most downloaded. And I downloaded whichever one I liked, whichever one I saw first, whichever one had the most upvotes and the most downloads. So this is great. Even the arenas are the same thing. I could do a video on that too. If you want a video on that, please comment below. Like, hey, you know, how do I get the AEW arena? How do I get AEW superstars in the game? If you want to know that, I will let you know. So yes, that's all I have for you all here today. Remember, as I always say, as I always close my videos, God is good, God is real, miracles do happen. I'm a living proof of those miracles. I wouldn't be here alive today if it wasn't for him. And remember that he is roaring and alive like a lion. And remember Hulk Hogan's mantra of say your prayers and eat your vitamins, brothers and sisters. And John Cena's mantra of never give up. They never gave up on the AEW video game, and guess what? We're finally going to get it. So never give up on your dreams, because you will finally get it. I promise you that. So thank you all once more for tuning in. I hope this video was informative. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, and sub. Appreciate it greatly. Help us grow. Help Fitness Gamers grow. And on top of that, remember to brush your teeth, wash your hands, clean your ass. And before that too, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, baby. Goodbye. JC from Fitness Gamers. God bless you all. And I'm logging now. Cue the static, please.